Friends, hey, hi, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the show. What's been going on? This is RAD CHASER, the bionic commando in Orlando, the man of the hour, reads Nintendo Power, and the gamer who should come with a disclaimer. Welcome to the show. It's Mario Day, March 10th, for the uninitiated. Mario's been around for a good long time. Probably since before you were born. Almost since before I was born. He's been a staple in my life for a long time. I'd say almost the whole time. So I made a couple small videos today earlier talking about my favorite Mario stuff. I highlighted Mario 1, 2, and 3 for the NES because, you know, your boy is questing for NES games. So I may as well throw some more NES stuff into the mix. I do have a copy of 1, 2, and 3 complete in the box. I got multiple copies of Mario games. Just something about it. He's the OG. He's the original. So I was excited to talk about that, and we will be yapping about it a little bit later tonight on the podcast. We're doing podcast number 10 tonight with the son of Chaser. We're doing the Chaser Brothers podcast. Usually we do it in the morning. The son of Chaser couldn't make it this morning, so he's gonna do it later at night tonight with me. I like the nighttime podcast because I'm awake and I'm alert, and my cylinders have been firing all day, so I'm a little bit more engaged. I'm not yawning. I don't need a gallon of coffee. It's a different vibe. I think doing some in the daytime, some at night, is gonna be a nice mix of that. So if you're around, check out episode 10 of the podcast. It's called the Chaser Bros Podcast. You can find that here. We post them up on YouTube, but you can find them anywhere you get your podcast. Just type in Chaser Bros and you'll see our beautiful smiling faces smiling back. He went to IKEA today with Dr. Mrs. Son of Chaser. I think that's how he says it. So he's chasing down some new shelves because he's got a lot of Nintendo powers that he needs to put somewhere. He's found a nice, lovely shelving unit to house these awesome video game magazines, keep them preserved, be the temporary custodian of sorts. He's gonna keep them nice while he has them. The Son of Chaser he's flying through his quest. He said to himself, he's like, well, old Chaser's just gonna do slow and steady win on the race. He's going to dash. He's doing a mad dash to the end. He's probably about 70 out of 100 of unique titles. He's got a lot of doubles because he ordered some big lots of NES of Nintendo powers. Son of Chaser, I am proud. You make your father happy. Daddy, you've made Daddy happy. He's gonna leave them in a better condition than he found them because he's bagging them up. He loves bagging up. He loves boarding up. He wants to keep these things pristine as possible. As do we all. I mean, look, there's definitely something to be said about finding an old copy of a game that's got writing on it, that's, you know, the manual's beat up, that's been well used, it's been a life well lived for that game. However, there is something else to be said about something that looks extra tasty crispy. You know, I like a bit of both. If I find something that's in great condition, I'll go for it. First off, I hate that the video game market is so hot right now that, you know, everything is expensive. It is what it is. You gotta keep going for it. You can still find deals, and as blue-collar chasers, we do try to stick to that. Paying up for something that's higher quality and better condition, of course, that makes sense. As these things get more and more rare, that's gonna probably be the case. I mean, really, it's retro gaming still, but at what point does it become antique gaming? I think 100 years is when something's considered an antique. So Mario's 40 years old today. So he's got 60 more years to go before we can call him an antique. So yeah, NES Quest is moving and grooving. I've got one more game since we spoke last coming in. It's actually sitting in the mailbox down in the mailroom, so I might have to go down there and grab it. Hopefully I can get it by the end of this video. You know what? Let's go down to the mailroom and grab that game because we need to talk about it. All right, I am back from the mailroom and look what I got in my hands. Caveman Games by Data East. Now, I haven't played this one, but I did watch a little video on it before I started yapping, and it looks it looks pretty cool. It's like Olympic Games, but caveman style. Snappy music, that Data East style music. There's cavemen doing Olympic type things, which is, basically one of the things I saw him spinning and throwing a female caveman as far as she can go. So that's pretty interesting. Another thing was like he's taking a caveman's got a piece of meat and he's trying to lead a dinosaur as far as he can. And then there's two cavemen face off against each other with clubs or whatever the hell they call them. Face off against each other with their little things that they try to beat each other over on top of like a giant rock platform, and you try to knock the other one off. So it looks like it could be kind of exciting. And the animations were cool, the sprites were pretty big. This is NES game number 27 out of 100 for the Quest. So you know what that means. I need a little bit of fanfare, please. Bye. Awesome. I am stoked. You don't know how much joy these gray plastic cartridges are bringing into my life right now. I'm chasing them down. I'm talking about chasing them down. I'm doing it with the son of RAD CHASER. We're bonding as bros do. In the last 8 or 9 months, it's definitely been a nice experience, and it's pretty cool. It's, we've had this independent shared, love for video games, and now we're finally, as adults coming together on camera, talking about it. It's been great, and it's only gonna get cooler. I mean, as indicated by this sweater. So, check it out. Caveman Games related sweater. That I didn't even plan that, but I'm happy I did. That worked out. Look, dinosaur. There's a wildcat on the cover. There's no dinosaur, but I don't know if the wildcat makes it into the game, but whatever. Ooh, well, woo. Anyway, dinosaur sweater, dinosaur video game. It's fate. It's fate, I tell you. It's the middle of the night. It's almost 2 in the morning right now for me, so a little bit loopy. I shot this segment after I did the podcast with the son of RAD CHASER, so I'm loose as a goose. Getting real weird with it. And by the way, go listen to the podcast. We got a little loose with it. Like I said, the nighttime podcasts they're a little bit different. You could probably start to feel the difference in between if you start listening to them. Even if we don't say if it's day or night, you could probably sort of get an ear for it, but you will have to listen to it. Hours and hours of it. So get yourself ready. Get yourself busy. Go clean the house. Go clean the apartment. Just leave it running in the background. We will give you a nice feeling. We will lull you into submission, really. So go listen to it. It's pretty sweet. Well, we're having fun doing it anyway. And speaking of Mario, check out what I grabbed today. Time Magazine Super Mario Special. 40 years of Mario packed into this tiny little magazine. A lot of highlights. A lot of good stuff going on here. Super excited to flip through this one. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, go pop out there. I got mine at CVS, but I'm sure they have them at wherever this stuff is sold. So go for it. Flicking through briefly, we've got, of course, the OG NES stuff. We've got the mobile games. We've got cameos. We've got all appearances. They talk about the movies. They talk about the Universal stuff that's opening up. The Nintendo Land that's opening up. Cool stuff. That's gonna do it for now, my beautiful chasers. Please, please, please never ever forget, keep chasing them.
I love RAD CHASER. He is handsome and smart.